Hey there friends on YouTube, it's the JTL, I'm back again. Here I am with another gaming headset video. I've been on a little bit of an odyssey over the past couple of weeks. I've been looking for other things to talk about besides just straight up console gaming headsets. I'm still planning on doing a review of the Player One by Skullcandy. I'm still planning on doing a review of the SteelSeries H wireless. Haven't gotten those in-house yet. For those of you who have watched my videos, I think maybe you know that I play games primarily on console. That's not because I haven't played PC games before. That's not because I don't, play games on a PC. I grew up with first the Atari 2600 through to, just about every PlayStation, along with a bunch of other consoles. I never was an Xbox guy. Hate on me for that. I'm not saying anything's better or worse. I play on the console because, that's what I grew up with and what I still have fun on. That leaves a whole other world out there of gaming headsets that are primarily built for the PC. That doesn't mean that you can't use this headset with the consoles of the world and have a decent experience. Or at least that's what I'm trying to figure out. The first thing I picked up after I took the Astro A40s back was this guy. Got this guy used off of eBay. Astro A40 Mix Amp Pro. I believe this is the 2013 edition. And now I'm kind of rolling through headsets to see what is the experience like taking a headset that's not meant for the console and porting it over and using it with the console. Now, a lot of people do this. A lot of people have had a lot of success, and I just wanted to try it out for myself and see what the good and maybe the bad of that whole situation is. So the headset that I'm going to talk about is one that sort of hits the top end of the range in terms of price. I was able to find one on eBay brand new basically for pretty darn cheap. What I've got for you today, folks, is the Audio-Technica ATH-ADG1. Those of you who have been following the headset world for a while, people know that the Audio-Technica AD900 and AD900X have been pretty popular among gamers. It seems like what Audio-Technica did last year was decide, if people like these headphones for gaming, and they need to add their own microphone in order to make that work. And what they've done is they've put a microphone, that I'm sure was at least modified and adapted for this use from their stable of mics, and they've attached it to a headset. Seems like it's pretty close to the AD900X. I actually have a set of the AD900Xs here, and so I'm doing a comparison between the two to see, are they really the same? So here is the headset itself, the Audio-Technica ADG1. I really like this. So you've got a mesh plate here. These are open-backed headphones. If you're not familiar with what open-backed versus closed-back headphones, these Shures are closed-back. There are a lot of words that people use to try and describe sound and what happens in a set of headphones or anything like that. People say things like, the soundstage is much more soundstagey. Soundstage is basically, like the representational physical space that the sound seems to be coming from. There are so many things that go into sound staging, recording, mixing, everything else. But the whole thing is that the sound stage in an open-backed headphone is supposed to be more spacious because there's more room for the sound to move around. It's not going out and bouncing off of the back of your headphones and then back toward your ear. Long story short, what you need to know is the ADG1 is open back. They do make a closed back version, the AD1. The ADG1 has this sexy red sheen to it on there. They've got these soft little velour cups with a little bit of a bonded leather for that person who wanted to tell me what bonded leather was. Bonded leather and these wings, right? So there's no adjustment to these headphones. I think we should make that clear. There's no adjustment to length or head size or anything like that. You've got these two bands that sort of keep the headphones separated in a springy type action, and then you've got these two little wings. When you put the headset on, you just drop it onto your head and it sort of automatically adjusts itself. On the ADG1, it works pretty well. It gets on there pretty comfortably. Now the set of AD900Xs that I have, a little bit older, and maybe the springs have given out a little bit. But I found that I've had to make some modifications in order for the headphones not to fall too far down my ears and become uncomfortable as the headset is really just resting on my ear bones. It also has this microphone built in, as I alluded to before. It has 100 degrees of travel. And so, I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really get out of your field of vision when you put it up, and it doesn't mute on raising. There's a little mute button here. That mutes the headset, but it's not a push of the button and it's muted. It's a push and hold the button and it stays muted until you release it. It's a choice that Audio-Technica made. I don't know that I agree with it. If I gotta get up and pee, let's say, and I take the headset off, I'd like to mute the microphone. It comes with this 1 meter cable, or I guess that's like, you know, not quite 3 feet. It's not very long. It also has an extension cable that splits off into a red and a green, so if you're gonna plug it into your PC, I guess you know you got to get around the back. It's another 2 meters in length. It also comes with a 1/4 inch adapter for the 3.5 millimeter here. So if you want to use them as headphones, you can use them as headphones. One thing that I found really interesting was it also comes with this little USB dongle. Dongle. I love that word. It's a ridiculous word. It has a 3.5 millimeter input right here. And what this is for, I guess, in its intended purpose, is to be able to plug this into your PC, and then you can plug the headset into the 3.5 millimeter jack, and this gives you the opportunity to get around using the headphone jack on your PC. Now, the question that I had was, hey, this is USB, and I can plug USB things into my PS4, so will this work with the PS4? I tried it. The answer is yes, it does work with the PS4. Unfortunately, the sound quality is nowhere near what you get with the Astro Mix Amp. This is the big downfall of any USB only audio interface that you use with the PlayStation 4. You are locked in to the maximum volume that you can get from the PlayStation, which is never enough volume. So, and it doesn't sound great. I have to say, I mean, from a cosmetic standpoint, this is a pretty darn sexy headphone. And it's very light, very light. That's another benefit of open-backed headphones, is that they are very light because they're open and some air is getting through, you're not getting hot. Like my ears are getting a little toasty right now because I'm wearing these closed-backed headphones. I just ticked off a couple of the pros. Very lightweight. Sound quality, really fantastic. They're very flat. I mean, headphones sort of come in two flavors. Either ones that sort of hype the low and the high, give you sort of a smiley face curve, or some that try and stay sort of true to the intended sound that the mix engineers had when they made the music or made the games or whatever. And these are the latter. They try and recreate whatever's in there without adding anything to it. I would say that amongst the headsets and headphones that I've tried out, these are some of the best sounding that I have. And I have a bunch. For music, these rival some of the better headphones that I've ever tried. Now, I've never tried $500, $1,000 headphones, but of what I have and what I've tried, sound-wise, these are fantastic. And the mic sounds pretty good. Other pros, this velour, very comfortable. The open backness does provide a very nicely presented sound stage. So yeah, they're all good. The cons, cable, too short. Plug this in to the mix amp, have it on the table while I'm sitting there in front of the monitor. This is not a lot of space, not a lot of leeway here, and so I need to get an extender if I end up keeping these. I want more cable. I guess another negative is that these little wings, like I said before, the springs in these seem to still have good tension, and so they do stay on my head where I hope they would be. What are some other cons? I mentioned the mic mute deal. That seems like an oversight, or maybe it was a cost consideration. I don't know, but it's not the best implementation of muting. Paying full price for these are, I've seen them from brand new $279, $299. I think they were more expensive when they first came out. I mean, $299 for a headset that, you know, if you get the AD900x, those are $140 on Amazon right now. So they slap a microphone on there, and it's a good microphone. Slap a good microphone on there, give it a little bit of a, you know, blah 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 boomy thing, and, you know, give you this cheap feeling little dongle and a couple extra cables, and that's an extra 140, 50 bucks. I'm not good at math. You know what I'm saying? It seems like anytime you put the adjective gaming in front of something, it's standing in the place for, you know, fool and his money headset. $299 is too much for this headset by far. That's not a knock on the quality of the headset, how it sounds, how it performs, any of that stuff. It's too much money, and that's just a straight up fact. 200 bucks? Yeah, maybe. But, you know, gaming headsets are made more, people pay more money for them, so people charge more money for them. Supply and demand, fooling his money, I don't know. But let me talk a little bit about using the mix amp with another headset like this. Whenever a company builds a peripheral like this and they sell a headset with it, I would venture to guess that at least to some extent that headset is meant to be used with this. The impedances are matched in the right way, etc., etc. All different headsets have all different impedances. It takes more power to drive some, it takes less power to drive others. There are some standards. And then you throw a microphone into the mix and it becomes even more challenging. So, my experience has been this. Sound-wise, this thing plugged into the PlayStation with a set like the ATH-ADG1, sound-wise sounds fantastic. Where it has fallen down, and this has really surprised me because it's not just this headset, it's other headsets that I've been trying recently, is the mic quality. The mic quality is terrible. I've updated the firmware on this bad boy. I have gone on the forums. I found other people with the same problems. On the Astro forums, I found a bunch of other threads about this same problem. Astro folks are in there all the time, and they are silent. They've got nothing to say. It doesn't seem like there are any real solutions to this really fuzzy, distorted mic quality. Now, mics have, you know, some are more sensitive, some are less sensitive. I'm sure that when they designed the A40 headset to go plug it into that, they said, okay, so we are making this so that this mic will work with this input. So whenever you bring another mic to the table, all bets are kind of off, I'm guessing. And so that's been a little bit of a disappointment because I was really hoping that plug and play, especially with a headset that retails for $299, I would be able to get flawless quality sound and flawless quality for the mic. And that has not been my experience. 2-3, this is a test of the Audio-Technica ATH-ADG1 gaming headset. While I am talking at a normal, regular time volume, testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, rubber baby buggy bumpers. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. This is a test. This is a test. People complain about the headset quality, you know, the mic quality of the Sony Gold Wireless. Sony Gold Wireless beats these guys in mic quality whenever it comes to going through a Mixamp Pro. You know, and Astro sells these things on their own, so you can use them with whatever headset. I don't think I'm the only one to ever discover that the mic quality stinks, but that's what's happened. So I'm still working on finding a solution, and you know, if anybody out there has any ideas, please, you know, send them to me in the comments. Talk to me about it. I don't want this to be a knock against the ATH-ADG1. From the standpoint of the mic, I've plugged it into my computer over here and done some mic tests as well. The mic sounds fantastic. So there are no problems with the ATH-ADG1. The problems lie here in the mix amp, and that's been kind of disappointing, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. To wrap up, I guess I would say, if you're interested in the ATH-ADG1 and you want to spend, you know, 3 Benjamins on a headset, I can't complain. I mean, in terms of sound quality gaming headsets that I've listened to, absolutely, it's top tier. It's way up there in terms of quality, and you get a fantastic mic on top of it, a professional quality mic. It could be cheaper. It should be cheaper. If you're on PC, don't hesitate for a moment to drop the money if you want to spend it. If you want to be like me, I got these for $200 on eBay. Brand new. $200 seems like the right price point though. The ATH-ADG1 is a great headset, and I think you should really check it out if you're looking for great. If you're looking to use the Mixamp Pro with headsets into a PS4 or an Xbox One or something like that, I don't know if I can recommend it yet. I'm going to keep working on it. I've got this headset, I've got other headsets. I have 4 different microphones that I've bought and I'm going to try out. And I'm going to report back in another video. But as for this, I think I've gone on long enough. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, comments, if you can help me out with this Mixamp Pro problem, drop me some info in the comments. If you like this video and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe. If you don't like it, go ahead and rant at me. I love it when people rant at me. It's really enjoyable. I'll be back soon with some comparisons of this headset and the AD900x. I'll be back with some comparisons of microphones. I'll be back with a bunch of new stuff here in the new year, so thanks for paying attention for a while, YouTube. My name is the JTL, and I am out.